Today we are going to tell the story of the rabbit and the turtle. In this story, we will see that perseverance is the most important thing we can have, because through it we can achieve any goal we set for ourselves. Once upon a time there was a rabbit who was the fastest in the whole forest. All the animals admired him for his speed and no one dared to challenge him to a race. He was always teasing the tortoise, which was an animal very dear to everyone. The tortoise, as always, was very patient and very determined to get things done. The tortoise said, "No problem, I accept the challenge. Tomorrow early in the morning we will start and run from here to the other side of the forest to see which of us will win the race. Don't doubt that I will beat you, rabbit." The rabbit, knowing that the tortoise is very slow, began to laugh and tell the other animals that he was going to win the race without any problem. The tortoise decided to prepare for the race by looking at the map to see where to walk faster and where to walk slower so as not to get tired and to be able to finish the whole race the next day. The next day, the participants, the tortoise and the rabbit, were at the starting point. Also many animals joined at the finish line to cheer the participants of the race. The gorilla, who was the king of the jungle, gave the initial start and said, "Start. Let's start the race." And as we have expected, the rabbit immediately started running very fast, so fast that soon the tortoise could no longer see him. Some time after he was running, the rabbit thought he was the winner and got distracted playing with other animals, who were playing ball. At one point, he remembered that he was in the race and decided to continue. As he continued the race, he saw his friends the mocking monkeys and began to talk to them about the race and how easy it would be to beat the turtle, who agreed with him. As the race continued, the rabbit realized that the tortoise was far behind him. If you made it this far, we hope you will support us by subscribing and leaving a like so we can continue making more videos. He passed by a part of the forest where they were selling cookies and juice that he liked very much. He stopped for a moment to enjoy them. After eating a lot, the rabbit felt full and decided to rest under a tree, which had a big shadow and at the bottom a grass that looked more like a mattress. Meanwhile, the turtle kept walking steadily. The rabbit, being so full, fell asleep in the middle of the race. He fell into a deep sleep to the point of completely forgetting the race. The tortoise, without stopping, kept on walking. Some friends told him not to worry, that the rabbit had already won. However, the tortoise decided to keep going. Seeing the mocking monkeys, who were telling him that the rabbit had already won and mocking him for believing that he could beat the rabbit, the tortoise continued his race without listening to them. Finally, the tortoise saw the sale of the cookies, but decided not to stop and continued walking faster, since his plans did not include stopping to eat cookies, since he had saved his energy for the last part of the race. He had saved his energy for the last part of the race, as he knew he would need it, since his plan did not include the opportunity to rest. As he saw that he was close to the finish line, he realized that no one had passed the finish line and started to go faster, because he saw the ribbon indicating the winner and it was placed at the finish line. The animals, seeing that the turtle was already going to win, began to shout, jump and shoot fireworks, which, with so much noise, the rabbit woke up from the deep sleep into which he had fallen after having eaten. At that moment, the rabbit got up and said, "It's not possible, I'll lose the race. For I think the turtle is very close to the finish line." The rabbit stood up and began to run quickly. As he crossed the corner, he realized that the turtle was about to pass the race. He only had 2 steps to go and, no matter how fast he ran, he wasn't going to make it. As the turtle reached the finish line, all the animals congratulated the turtle, saying, "You are our hero, since you beat the rabbit." At that moment, the rabbit arrived and said to the turtle, "Turtle, you have beaten me. I accept that I have been a very careless animal, since I did not pay attention to what I was doing." And the tortoise said to him, "I told you so, my dear friend. Always in this life you have to be consistent in what you are doing. That's why I encourage you that every time you start something, don't stop doing it until you finish. Always with the goal in mind to finish everything you start." And from that day on, the rabbit no longer made fun of people or challenged them to race. The rabbit concentrated on being a good person, without being a teasing person or a haughty person. Thus ended this story of the rabbit and the turtle, demonstrating that every time we are consistent in the things we want to do, we will succeed, no matter how difficult the goal gets. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned a good lesson. Until next time, we look forward to your subscription and your like.